gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gents. I'll have a few words to say about the Middle East situation after I've made my remarks to the Security Council. I do want to say a word about the situation in Sri Lanka. I am appalled by the reports that have come out of Sri Lanka over the weekend of mass civilian casualties. The UN spokesman said that there had been a quote-unquote bloodbath in the northeast of Sri Lanka on Saturday and Sunday, i.e. yesterday. I've spoken to Foreign Minister Boglagama today and said that I need to speak to him later about these reports because no one can be in any doubt that this is an issue that deserves the international community's attention. I will be meeting NGOs and UN representatives today with Foreign Minister Kushner to follow up the visit that we did there. Our message is a simple one, which is that the killing must stop. The civilians are trapped in the zone, up to 50,000 in an area of just 3 square kilometers, are the victims of what at the moment is a war without witness. I've spoken also about the expulsion of British journalists from Sri Lanka, which I think is the opposite of what is needed. We need access and transparency in the situation there. And following my meeting this morning with Foreign Minister Kushner, we'll be following up these issues in the course of the day.
Will the UK support or propose a resolution for the Council, and does it support the IMF loan application by Sri Lanka?
As you know, the issue has not yet been allowed onto the formal UN Security Council agenda. That's why we will be having a range of meetings at the side of today's formal meeting on the Middle East. I believe very, very strongly that the civilian situation in the northeast of Sri Lanka merits the attention of the United Nations at all levels. The Secretary General has already sent his representative to Sri Lanka. The lack of access for the UN and its agencies remains a major concern.
How do you hope to persuade China, Russia, Vietnam and Japan, who don't want this on the agenda of the Council, that it should be?
I think that the civilian catastrophe in the northeast of Sri Lanka speaks for itself, and the international humanitarian law to which we all sign up needs to be followed in spirit and in letter. Thanks very much indeed.
Could you answer the question on the IMF loan?
Sorry, in respect of the IMF, I think you'll find that the issue is not coming up at the IMF today. It's essential that any government is able to show that it will use any IMF money in a responsible and appropriate way, and as I explained in the House of Commons last week, I don't think that's yet the case.
Question about the meeting today, please. Would you support any statement that does not mention the need to freeze any settlement activities?
You'll know that the British position in respect of the freeze of settlement activities is very, very clear. We believe that that is a roadmap, a commitment, and needs to be adhered to, and you'll hear the details of what I've got to say on that in just a moment.